Welcome back to the Contributor Corner for Run Radio. Jennifer Kornblum, you've studied law for a long time and you know some things that we need to know. So what do you have today?
Today, I'd like to talk about wills and trusts and
Okay.
kind of the difference between them and what you should think about when you're thinking about preparing your estate for your future generations. So most people, well, a lot of people have a will, but I've learned in my travels that a lot of people think that if they have a will, their estate will not go to probate. And that's a misperception.
Misnomer. Yeah.
Yeah. If you have a will and your estate has a value of more than $40,000, then yeah, that's not very much. Then you're probably going to be required, or your family is going to be required to go through probate. That is a court proceeding where a judge oversees your will, the distribution of your assets, and who your beneficiaries are. And if you don't have a will or a trust or anything, there's also going to be a probate. So either way, your family's going to end up in court unless you take some steps now. One step that a lot of people take is creating a trust. I won't go into all the details, but a trust is a vehicle that you create now and you put your assets into it. And then there's a smooth transition to your next generation and no court involvement.
Okay.
Now, a will doesn't cost as much as a trust. So, you need to talk to a lawyer to find out what's best for you.
And how soon should people be thinking about this? We all can be guilty of going, we'll do that later. We need to do that. We're at the phase where we know we need to do it, but we're not doing it. When's too young? When's too old? When's the right time?
Well, the right time is if you own property, if you have children, even young children, if you have a business, then you really need to have at least a will in place. For parents of young children, your will is where you name a guardian for your kids in the event something happens to both parents. And unfortunately, that does happen from time to time. So at any age, everybody should at least look into deciding what to do about their assets when they die.
All right, good stuff. You can learn more, figure your stuff out with Jennifer, find out about all of our contributor corners, and listen every weekday at runradio.net.